안녕하세요. I'm greeting you in Korean because today we will explore one of the beautiful and famous palaces in Korea. First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Amanda and I will be your tour guide while we explore the palace. Now, we will start our tour. When you arrive at the Gyeongbokgung Palace, you will be welcomed by this mythical creature, statue. In Korea, this mythical creature is called Haechi. Its appearance is similar to a lion and has cloud-shaped carvings on his body, which means this creature used to be fly. It has the ability to look into a person's heart and judge the wrong and the right thing. So, what is the meaning of Gyeongbokgung? The meaning of Gyeongbokgung is great happiness. In the Joseon Dynasty, they wish whoever lived in this palace would have great happiness. South Korea actually has 5 grand palaces. One of them is Gyeongbokgung Palace. Gyeongbokgung Palace is the first and the largest palace among the others. It was built in 1395 during the Joseon Dynasty. So, it's almost 626 years ago. The original buildings of Gyeongbokgung Palace were destroyed during the Japanese occupation. Gyeongbokgung Palace actually has 3 gates. To get to the main palace, we have to pass through the gates. The first main gate, known as Gwanghwamun. Usually, in Gyeongbokgung Palace, they have a guard changing ceremony at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. The guards usually wear Korean traditional costume in this ceremony. So, in the future, if you come to Gyeongbokgung Palace, don't forget to watch the guard changing ceremony. Actually, Gyeongbokgung Palace has many historical buildings. Now, we just arrived at the Gyeongjeon. This building used to be the king's throne, where the king gave declarations and greeted his people during the Joseon Dynasty. In this building, we can see the king's throne, which has beautiful carvings on it. Behind the king's throne, you can see a beautiful painting. Every object in this painting has meaning. The red circle represents the king. The white circle represents the queen. The 5 mountains represent the territory. The red pine trees represents the people who worked for the king. And the last, the bottom waves represents the people. Now, we're moving to the next building. This building, known as Gyeongjeon. This building is the king's office, where the king did his jobs and studied. Now, we're moving to the next building. This building, known as Gyeonghoru. Gyeonghoru was constructed in 1412 and used to hold an important and special state banquets during the Joseon Dynasty. The next historical buildings we have in Gyeongbokgung Palace is Jibokje. Jibokje, known as the private library for the king during the Joseon Dynasty. Now, we have arrived at the king's bedroom. The king's bedroom, also known as Gangnyeongjeon. This building was constructed in 1395. If there is a king's bedroom, now we have arrived at the queen's bedroom, also known as Gyeotaejeon. The queen's bedroom was constructed around 1440. Behind the queen's bedroom, there is a secret garden for the queen. It's called Amisan Garden. Actually, there are still many historical buildings in Gyeongbokgung Palace, but some of them are still under construction. The Korean government has invested much effort in rebuilding, maintaining, and restoring the palace for future generations. Well, I guess this is the end of our tour. I hope that we will meet again on the next tour and we will explore more about the Gyeongbokgung Palace. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. See you on the next tour. Bye.